Hey sports fans, here we are at the property on Friday the 3rd of May. It's a beautiful day out here. You can see the sun is shining. There's only a few little clouds and chemtrails in the sky. You see that? It's 15 degrees out. Actually, it's higher than 16. We're supposed to go up to like 19 today, but I think we're going to be over 20 by the time 2 o'clock hits. So this is our spring. This will be our 2024 spring update for the property. So the field's drying out well. There's still a little bit of moisture just in front of the thing. There's a low spot and it's a little mucky, but it's not bad. The rest of the field is pretty much dried out. We put out some corn and some apples for the deer today. As you can see, none of them showed up, but the squirrels are having a ball. So we got our feeders full up. And I just finished doing the flagpole video part 1 where we put the flagpole base up. So we've got it up, putting the flagpole on and putting that up as a 2-person job. So I'm gonna wait for some help. What else did I do today? Oh, the toolbox assembly that Paul made for me for the thing. So we've got this on the side here, bolted on the side of the bars, and we put a little bungee cord on there, right? And I wanted this because this thing here is not meant for tools, and it's, you know, you're carrying stuff. So all right, there we go, get in there. So that's just the extra spinner for the thing. But as you can see, we've got tools, we got linch pins, we have spare shear pins, whatnot. All the little tools you need, 10mm wrenches, 19mm 3/4 wrenches, you know, linch pins. Somebody got that for me. It's a little cool thing. You never know, it might come in handy. But this is all the tools we need when we're out doing stuff if anything ever happens. So that is fantastic. I've been looking for something like that. I sent a thing to Paul, whoops, before about this. And there was another one that I was talking about, had a piece of plate steel that just mounted to the side, but I think this is better. So you can do that. It goes underneath there. It stops it from popping off. And that's it. It's not really in the way. The other side would have been in the way, I think, of filling up the fuel, because the fuel thing's like right here on the other side. So I think this is the best side for it. And I think, you know, we may have to readjust as we go. So what else have we got going on? We still got some pallets to disassemble here, and the what's left over from when I made the jig to bring the flagpole here. So that's got to be taken back apart because I did use some wood in there, so we might do that. What we can't use, we'll throw away. Well, kennel burn. But as you can see, the deer field's pretty much dried out. The leaves are coming on the tree. This is an old apple tree. I think it's dead. So it's a wild apple, but we'll cut it down. But you can see the leaves are, the buds are coming out. I mean, it's good. Like I say, it's still a little mushy, but, and this is Travis the willow. And you can see this very well. There he is. Travis is doing awesome. He's got lots of green on him. You can see through there maybe. He's got lots of green on him. There's 4 branches, 1 main one, and then 3 offshoots. I think this is going to be fantastic. So with this dried up, I'm going to put the other cage around here, give him some more room. But I got to keep him caged for a bit so the deer don't eat him. So, but this is, it's a beautiful day out here. There's a little bit of a breeze at times, but it's not as a couple weeks ago or a week ago. It's not a cold breeze, it's just a breeze. So I think we're pretty much out of that phase. We're good. And you can see, like I say, there's new leaves, buds and new leaves coming out everywhere. The pits are starting to drop. That's how I know the frost is out of the ground. I think I've explained that in a previous video. But all this in here that's usually wet is dry, as you can see. So it's officially work time. at the property. So we'll start next week, get some work done. And Ken's trailer, I think he said he's bringing it out, taking it out this Sunday. So we may be back out here Sunday quickly to take his trailer out. What do you say? The pits are starting to drop. Oh, that's nice. That's against the shore, so I can go down and grab that once the water gets low enough. Clean some more crap out of there. We had lots of fallen branches come down through the winds, so and we got lots of pallets stored up for Ken. And I did all my leaves there last week. I did the front yard and got 3 bags, these ones. And then I had the guy that does my lawn, he come over and finished out in the backyard, and he got all these done. So as you can see, the pit is dropping. We got that big log to take out over there. I have to pull that out with a come along, I think. The 22 range is doing well. Say way above the water line now. And things are greening up. We've got a little bit of work to do down here, cleaning this up. I think this year we get some time. We take it, I've got barrels over here for brass and copper and aluminum and small steel. So all the stuff that's coming out of there, if we got big, we do have bigger stuff in there obviously, but the bigger aluminum and stainless, we got the piles up here. And scrap prices have showed no interest in going high, which is upsetting. So this is all stainless in here, and this is the aluminum. So we did find some aluminum hydro wire. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, and we got our little gallows there from Halloween. We got some more pallets down here. I'm gonna have to sort out a couple of those things. Now that I've got the wood organized in the old shack, this is what I was saving for good wood. So I'm gonna have to sort it out. The 4x4s and the 4x3s I'll keep, because they're nice heavy wood. They can be used for bracing and stuff like that. I think everything else we'll let Ken have that. As I say, he does like burning, does like his bonfires. We've got a birch tree that fell over there, so that's got to be cleaned out and cut up for firewood. And then there's an old pine tree that fell over. We cut up, and Ken can burn that. We'll get that cleaned up this year. And again, I got these pallets to deconstruct. There's some good 2x4s in there. The slat wood I don't really need. There's some nice ones with 2x4s. These 2x3s I kept. Those, the lights and stuff like that, I'll just probably get rid of. So we've got a little squirrel here, and they keep kicking it over too. I don't think they like it, which is kind of funny because it's a plastic squirrel. It's like not going to hurt them, but I don't think they know that. We'll let them go. So yeah, the grass is long here and needs to be cut. And whatever it is, I don't know if it's squirrels or if it's a porcupine, but all these branches are from the tree, the big maple tree. And you can see they've been chewed off. Like that's a chew mark. And all these branches, so I got to pick them up. Our equipment thing's doing good. Rob has the box blade because he's cleaning up some stuff at his place. So I took that down to him Wednesday, I think. So he's using that. This is working out well. We got our wood storage and stuff like that, and all the skulls and bones that I found around the property. I think one of them is the doe Ken shot. But anyway, we got one more piece to lay down on the floor, and I've got a strip for the front to make it level, or to even it out. And then that's it. We're going to have to expand on the storage. Got way more 2x4s than I thought. And I'm going to have way more 2x3s and 4x3s. and some more slat wood too. So we'll get that done up and finished this year as well. Everything else is working well. The big rocks here, this used to be like the raised garden bed, but all rotted out. So I'm going to take the dirt and use it to smooth out this stuff here. These big rocks we got from when we were digging the trench. And there's some beautiful rocks in here, like this nice schist and this beautiful, beautiful quartz. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, and where this big boulder is, and you can see one rock there, but I think I'm going to line them up down through here, just a kind of a demarcation line between the trees and where I mow. And the thing is too, there's some stuff in here, and there's one particular one right here that sticks up that I always hit with the lawnmower. So maybe I'll line them up here just to denote the firewood area. That's all our elm from last year. So the feeder's full. Oh, there's a little red squirrel. The feeder's full. I filled up on Wednesday. I put, was it Monday or Wednesday? I put a new thing of suet in there. They're eating there. And like I say, we got the wood to split yet. And all this dirt that's accumulated here that's really muddy in the spring and the fall, I'm going to try and scrape up and get this back down to bare rock. And we got to put I was going for railway ties in here and whatnot, and then making a little ramp for the tractor. But Damon, the guy that does all the work on my house and stuff like that, he suggested 6x6s. Because one, they're cheaper, and you can get them in almost any size. And he says, you know, so we'll see how that goes. I could put a couple across the other side, but one here, so I can just like keep the grass level, and then have this here. And most of this is going to be turned into 3/4 rock anyway. And then where that pile of dirt is over there, once we get rid of all this stuff, and we can use that pile of dirt to, you know, flatten out this, flatten out over there where the trenching was, etc., then that's going to be like the wood area. That'll be like the renewable energy processing center, to be politically correct. And so that's what's going on. There's not a whole lot else going on. There's lots of wildlife going on around here. Like I say, we put the flagpole base in. The flagpole, we got to move that way because it goes on here, and then it's going to pivot up from there as it comes up. So I'll lift it up with the put it on a sawhorse, and then I can get at it with the tractor. We can lift it right up. I can put a 2x4 underneath it to hold it up. And then Paul says once we hit 45, it'll come up, and he's got this big eye bolt thing here that goes on the bottom. You can see that big eye bolt. So it fits underneath that space in the bottom, and we can hook it up to the tractor wherever and use a come along to pull it up the rest of the way. And that's once we get the pulley and that set up on there, because we got the little things for the rope down there. So that's kind of the spring update. Basically, it's just all the big projects were done last year, which was the new outhouse and the solar. Everything this year is kind of little stuff and cleaning up and organizational. Lots of work to do, but it gets me off the streets and keeps me out of trouble. And as my wife would say, it gets me the hell out of the house. So that's what we got going on. We got one more light to put in the cabin. Everything else is hunky and dory. We got the kitchen light. It's on order. It's going to be the same thing as the bathroom light that we went through earlier. So once I get that in, it's supposed to be delivered today. So if I get a rainy day or something when we put it in, we'll get it done. And the only other thing in here is, once that's done, is the wood stove. moving it out, getting the chimney cleaned this year, putting the rock base down, and then we can do flooring next year. So I think that's about it. Questions, comments, queries, bitches, moans, put them down in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Who knows? They may subscribe too. I've gotten quite a few new subscribers lately. So, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, share this video. And like I say, once I get the booster in, there's a, I've got a cell phone booster. So it goes on the roof, and I should be able to put it up there. And when I bring it down, I think I might have to drill a hole up here through the casing for this to go in, and we can bring it in and set it up. And it works off a cradle system. So the cell phone sits in a cradle. So I was thinking here on this wall, we could sit it right here, and it would be good for the rest. I could just leave it there and talk to people. That means wiring comes over the ceiling, doesn't really matter, don't care. It runs off 12 volts or 110 with one of those little packs. But either way, we can figure it out. But once I get that done, I can probably do a Facebook Live if I get enough subscribers, or a YouTube Live once I get enough subscribers. So that's what's happening. I'm gonna go collect camera pictures. So I might put them up on Sunday, who knows? Like I say, there hasn't been a lot of movement right now because it's so nice out. There's grass growing and stuff growing everywhere. The deer are eating other places. So there's not a lot of them coming out. The chippies and the squirrels and whatnot are mostly going for the corn and the sunflower seeds. The birds are fantastic. I counted 4 goldfinches the other day. Beautiful, beautiful goldfinches. And they love that Niger seed. So anyways, that's what's up, sports fans. That's our spring update for 2024. Like I say, please like, comment down below, subscribe, and share this far and wide. And we'll see you here.